Yes, well, first of all, we're using what used to be the airmen's married quarters, and we have furnished these with beds, mattresses, blankets, sheets, pillows, and of course they've got soap and towels and all that. And of course their dining rooms are furnished with tables and chairs. They have coal fires. The coal is ready for them. The coke is ready for the ideal boilers. They have immersion heaters. And I think we're lighting the fires now so that in fact when they get into the houses we hope they'll be warm and dry.
What about catering? Are they expected to cater for themselves?
Well, not at this stage, no. This is a transit camp and we're moving people through. We don't know quite how quickly yet. And the arrangements are for communal eating in what was the old airman's mess, but plenty of facilities there because they've catered in the past for many hundreds of people.
Yes. Stradishall's batch today numbers 101. How many refugees can you take?
Well, we can take probably within this week we can take up to about 1,000 here. But we can develop facilities and perhaps do more if this is necessary.
I think. Can I go to Mr. Earl-Griffiths? Mr. Earl-Griffiths, how long does the government expect these refugees to stay in this particular camp at least?
Well, as short a time as possible. This is a short stay camp. It's not suitable for long-term occupation. And of course, because of the problems of employment and housing, I expect that the great majority will quite quickly be resettled in other parts of the country.
Could you get a practical time limit on the amount of time you expect them to stay here?
No, it's very difficult because you see people are coming in and they'll be going out. And the length of time that it will take to airlift all of the people from Uganda is problematical. There is a deadline, of course, which the Uganda government has put on, but it's quite possible that the movement of people will spread over a longer period. There's one other point, you see, that quite a lot of people won't end up in Britain at all. They'll go to Canada or New Zealand or Sweden, and it may be that some of those who come here to Stradishall will in fact move on from Stradishall to other countries overseas.
On this cold, wet, rather miserable September day, the 100-odd Asians who've reached Stradishall won't be very enthusiastic about their first sight of Britain. But if it is possible to put warmth into the welcome, then this menu for their first meal in England could do it. They've got a choice of chicken curry, lamb curry, fish grills, boiled rice, saffron rice, melon, oranges, bananas. And how's that for making you feel at home?
Nana, ini sudah. What did you do for a job in Uganda?
I was working in printing press as a compositor.
Is that what you're going to try and do in England?
Yeah, I'm trying in England if I can get.
Have you any idea at all where you'd like to live in Britain?
I don't have any idea where to live at the moment.
No. This is your wife and your baby son. Have you any more children?
No.
So you've managed to get your whole family out? You must be very happy about that. Did you have to leave all your clothes and belongings behind?
Yes, I leave all the clothes behind me.
What about your home and so on? Did you sell that?
Yes.
Did you have to sell it? What's the little boy called? What's his name?
Dimesh.
Oh, we wish you and Dimish very well.
Thank you.
What did you leave behind in Uganda?
Everything. Everything we have left behind.
What's happened to your home?
Home.
Your house?
We didn't have a house. I mean, we were renting a house on a rent, and we left our luggage and everything in the house.
Are you pleased to be in Britain, or would you rather have stayed in Uganda?
I'm pleased to be in Britain.
What do you think of General Amin?
Well, I don't know. About what, channel?
Would you rather not tell me because you have friends and family still back in Uganda?
Yeah.
And you're frightened that there could be reprisals?
Yeah.
What did you do for a living out there? What was your job?
I was just teaching.
Oh, well, you should be okay for a job in this country then.
I'm not sure. I understand that I have to take a training before getting into the job of teaching.
What did you teach? What was your
I
subject?
was teaching Nuffield science, that is chemistry and physics.
Well, I'd have thought there's a good demand for those in this country.
I heard so.
Have you any friends or relatives in Britain?
No, I don't have anyone here.
Presumably you'd rather have stayed in Uganda had the political setup been okay.
Yeah, I had a 5 years work permit there until 75.
Are you pleased now to be out of Uganda and in Britain?
Yeah, I think so, except that my parents and other family members are there.
Do you fear that if you said anything to me about General Amin, that he could in fact take reprisals on your family?
Sure, I think that could happen. I won't prefer saying anything about it.
What did you do in Uganda? What was your job?
I was a transporter there.
Sorry?
Transporter. I was doing transport business.
You had your own transport business?
Yes.
Are you going to try and set one up in this country?
No, I can't because I don't have financial support here.
How much money and business did you leave behind?
I just bought a lorry of 30,000 shilling 3 months ago, and while coming I sold it in 9,000 shilling. I lost nearly 21,000 shillings after it.
Does that represent your entire capital?
Yes, that was my fixed capital.
Good job I was accepted for wrong.
Well, you two are in charge of the clothing department, you appear to be. Have all these clothes been given?
Yes, they've all been given by the general public.
How are you supplying them? How are you giving them out?
To one garment to each person if they need it for their journey to their destination.
Has there been much demand so far?
Very little so far. Most of them seem to have been fairly well clothed. But we do expect that they'll be worse off later, in the next arrivals.
What sort of things have you got here? Sweaters and...
Yes, jerseys, macintoshes and coats.
Where are you going to stay in Britain?
You know, in Britain I have got no place to stay.
Have you no friends or relatives here?
No, sir.